Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time we're going to be making these absolutely fantastic cream donuts. Yes, a cream donut. Absolutely beautiful, very simple to make. We've got everything that we need to make them over here, and I'm going to tell you exactly how much we've got and how much all of this cost. To begin with, we have 120 ml of whole milk, and that cost me 7p. We've got 30 grams of sugar at 3p. We've got a pinch of salt, which we can't really cost. We've got 7 grams of dried yeast at 8p. We've got 1 egg at 14p. We've got 300 grams of plain flour at 15p. We've got 30 grams of butter at 22p. And we're going to use about 200 ml of double cream at 88p. So if we put all that together, the total cost of this recipe is £1.57. And I'm seeing we're going to get about 6 donuts out of this. We might get 5, we might get 7, I don't know. But let's head for 6. So if we get 6 donuts, that makes each one of these cream donuts 26p each. First thing we want to do is just warm this milk a little. So I'll pop that in the pan and stick it on the hob just for a minute or two. We just want it lukewarm. Had a couple of minutes. I'm going to stick that back into the jug. To that I'm going to add the 30 grams of sugar, and to that I'm going to add the dried yeast. Now I know it's not essential to do this with the yeast, but it makes absolutely sure that the yeast is active, because this will begin to froth. Now if you were to not do this step and just put it all in the bowl and mix it, and if there happened to be something wrong with the yeast, then the whole recipe would be ruined at that point. So I always like to do this first. It only takes a couple of minutes and it's well worth it. Whilst the yeast is doing its thing, I'm just going to melt this butter. So back into the pan with that, stick the pan back on the hob. We just want that to melt down a little. Right, so we've got everything here that we need. The butter has melted, the yeast has bloomed, this is all good. I'm just going to crack this egg into the cup and give it a quick whisk. So into the bowl, we want the 300 grams of flour. With that, we want to give it a pinch of salt. We want to add the egg into the mix. It's going to be a nice rich dough, this. You know, this is very similar to those milk buns that I made a while ago, and they were absolutely delicious. Right, butter is in the bowl, and the yeast mix is in the bowl. And Isla is supervising in the background. I've got the spoon, and what I'm going to do is just bring this together. That's not bad actually. I thought it would be a lot stickier than that, this dough, but that's not bad at all. That will knead into a beautiful dough. Right, I'm just going to turn that out onto the board, and now this is going to require a full 10 minutes of kneading, which is what I'm going to do now. And I'll come back when I've done that and show you what the dough is looking like. That's had about 10 minutes of kneading. It's nice and pliable, and that is going to make some beautiful donuts. Right, I'm going to get this into a pan actually, because I'm using my bowl for something else. So I'm going to stick that in an oiled pan, cover it up, let it rise for about an hour, then we'll come back and do the next phase of this. Okay, so I've had the dough rising in this pan for about an hour, and it has risen beautifully. So we're going to get it out of the pan, knock any gas out of it, like so. That will do it. And then we want to form that into a sort of a round and divide it into 6. So I'm going to cut it in half first, and then cut it there, and cut it there. First of all, form them into a ball, like this, and then we just want to roll them out to the rough shape that they will end up being, which is about there. And then we're going to set these aside for about 15 minutes, just let them relax a bit, and then we'll roll them out to the finished size and give them a second proving. Alright, so I'm going to roll that out to about 6 inches long. That will do it there. And what I have prepared on the other bench is just a sheet of greaseproof paper with some flour on it. And I'm going to stand these on that for about another half hour for their second proving. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these out on here. Give them a little bit of space, they will rise. Okay, what I've got here, I've got some oil in the pan. Just shallow fry these, doesn't have to be in the deep fat fryer. I've got some kitchen roll for them when they come out. And these have had about half an hour for their second proving. Now, I don't have a set of tongs, so what I'm going to do is just put them on this spoon and get it into the oil. Now, that's not going to take long either side. That's going to take about 90 seconds, maybe a couple of minutes either side. So we'll just let that one fry away. And again, I'm not going to put too many in the pan at the same time because this is quite a shallow pan as well, and we don't want the oil slopping about all over the place. Right, I'll just flip that over at this point, see what it's looking like on the other side. That is looking delicious, actually. Right, we'll give this another few seconds on this side, then we'll get the next one in, and we'll just work through them all. Right, just turn that one over. I would say that one looks about done to me. So, out of the pan with it. We'll just stick it on this kitchen roll, and then we'll do the same with the others. In it goes. Here is, we've just got some sugar on our plate, and take each one of these and just roll it in the sugar. Like so. Rightio, so we can take one of these, make a cut right down the middle, not all the way through because we do want it to hold together a bit. That will open up, continue to cool. I'm just going to whip up some of this double cream and then we'll get that into a piping bag and we'll get these finished off. Okay, that's the cream. I'm just going to get that cream into the piping bag. I don't have a nozzle for this, but that'll be okay. What I'll do is just cut quite a wide section off the bottom of the bag, and that will be fine, I'm sure. Alright, I'll just get that down at the bottom. That's looking good. Got a little cream left, should we need some more. So I'm just going to take a piece off the bottom of the piping bag. That's probably about a centimetre. Then we'll get our first donut, and we shall pipe in that cream. That is looking delicious. Smells delicious as well. Freshly baked donuts. Marvellous. Right, there's number one. And we'll just continue with the whole batch. Okay, that looks like one delicious plate of cream donuts. And to finish them off, what I'm going to do is just put a drizzle of the strawberry sauce up each one of them. May have overdone these a little in the frying, but we've just got to keep an eye on that. They look beautiful. Right, I'm going to taste one. Okay folks, look at that. That is a beautiful cream-filled donut. Absolutely fantastic. Came together very easily, not difficult to make at all, and very inexpensive. This donut, 26 pence. That's how much it cost. Now I'm going to cut into it. I'm going to cut the slice off and show you what that looks like inside. That looks absolutely beautiful. Look at it. That classic cream donut taste straight away. That's absolutely beautiful. Marvellous. As I say, this dough comes together very easily. There's a bit of time involved with the provings and stuff like that. An absolutely beautiful and simple to make cream donut recipe. Now, can I say, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more recipes like this in the future, always very simple to make, always very tasty and very inexpensive, and do consider subscribing to the channel. But for now, I'm going to finish off the rest of this delicious donut, and I thank you very much for watching. Delicious.